when it comes to passwords, some of us put a lot of time and effort into coming up with something really unique, but others not so much. Danny Palmer of ZDNet is here with us today talking about the passwords, the worst passwords that you can possibly use. And Danny, it's a little bit concerning that so many people use something that is so easy to guess.
Yes, a recent report by the UK's National Cybersecurity Centre, the NCSC, where basically published a list of 100,000 different passwords, which were the most commonly appeared in data breaches and hacks. So this was all publicly available information that had been basically put together into one big thing. Passwords that's been stolen from various data breaches over the years, and it does make worrying reading when it comes to security, because bearing in mind this is only from the publicly listed data breaches, over 23 million people using the word password as their password, which is not ideal at all. And there's a lot of really poor passwords in the top 20. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is one of the worst case scenarios in terms of passwords, and it's up there. It's one of the most used. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is also one of those really poor ones. Lots of single words. I mean, I think some of these data breaches are dated, because I think about 26th in the list was MySpace 1 as a password, which possibly hints where those breaches are coming from. And a lot of people haven't been putting a lot of effort into their passwords, using sort of easy to guess, simple phrases.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm definitely guilty of being lazy, but not to the point where I've used the word password, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, Danny, what are some suggestions that you can pass on to people, whether they're, just on their smartphone, or even people that are working inside of a company? What can business leaders pass on as far as suggestions?
One thing that's the NCSC recommends as a good password procedure is to choose 3 words and put them together. They can be random, they can be something that is important to you, but the idea is, if it's 3 random words, that's going to be hard for even sort of a brute force sort of cracking tool to break. There's also the advice of using a 2-factor authentication on your accounts. So as well as using a password, using an app or something similar it does exactly what it says on the tin. It means you need a second sort of alert to let me through. For example, your Facebook account, you lock it with a password. Then on Facebook, you can also have it set up so Facebook will ask you, was this you who logged in on this device? For example, if you log into Facebook on your computer, you can set up the Facebook app to say, is this you? And there are other ways of doing it as well. There's various authenticator apps which can help out. And finally, I guess there's password managers as well, which saves all your passwords into I guess a chest of passwords, really, which means it automatically remembers all the passwords and logs you in. The bonus about that is you can make really complex passwords, which can be very difficult to guess, with lots of these password managers suggesting strings of random words and random text, random numbers, random digits, random symbols all in a row, up to 25 characters long. The bonus of that is you don't have to remember that. The password manager will manage it for you. So it's simple steps, really, which can help make things a lot harder for those cyber criminals who are looking to break into accounts, so be it email address, banks, social media, anything.
Yeah, cyber criminals are working hard every day, so we don't want to make it easy for them, Danny. So some good suggestions there to pass on. And for Danny's full article, be sure you check it out on ZDNet.